yours, and everybody knows the old man. I'm tired of weeks whining over that don't belong to them.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he's got room. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll take this out to about the 33-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlling the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw, it's Milton. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 39-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. To throw is Milton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Down to the 41. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. So
they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 70. Ready?
Throwing is Milton. He's across midfield. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. And think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him.
Mustang 19.
24-yard
79 Broncos.
Milton. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And bulldozing his way through. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to set up a screen for Blue. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Red. 60. Buffalo 18. Let go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Now Milton. Well, he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Yeah, Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Here's Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
70, Timberwolf. Ready.
Back to throw again. He'll swing this out to Blue. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
At the 50-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First and 10 at the 36.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Up second and 20 at the 47-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler, 18, 5, let's go.
Looking to throw. Milton. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Cowboy 80.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Gets this into the hands of Blue. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
79 Broncos. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Well, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Here we go.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
A big loss on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
And now an audible here into something else. 2nd and 15. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
The quarterback is sacked for a loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jets.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, Smash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
after all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
60 Vikings, left wing 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60, 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Milton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Bronco 80.
On first down, it's Blue. And he stopped immediately there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Yeah, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Riggs.
Throwing is Milton. That is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
For a Cowboys 1st down.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll shift things around. Milton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
7 Pirates, 70 Lions. Hey, Smash. Warriors, 70. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 32.
First down 10 at the 50-yard line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 70.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
60 Bearcats, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, Dragon 60, 19 Titans, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers, 79 Broncos, check smash.
To throw, it's Milton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Let's go now.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
The 34-yard line.
Hurt. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Milton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Ready.
On 4th down, Milton. He'll try to do it himself. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And a yard at the 43-yard line.
Second and 1. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
43-yard line.
Back to throw again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
A loss of 11 yards. Second down.
Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Milton. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. They give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Ready? Cougar 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw is Milton. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
36-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. Go street. 60 Bobcat, 60, trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Milton. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
70, Hawk 70, Cougar 19. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll audible to something else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
18, Pioneers. Come on, 7 Pirates, 7, Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He's got this to Pickens.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Buffalo 18.
Cowboys, 1st down.
Throwing is Milton.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team.
Return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Throw left side, hold in by Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one too low. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Milton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Aubrey now for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Quick hitter here is complete. the 25. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Cowboys, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.